First up, Mind Chatter, Here I Go Again. And then we had A Place to Lie by Art School Girlfriend. I wrote down nice, flowy, breaksy track, ending with an almost Silver Sun pickups outro. Hints of art rock, indie.
Wow.
Very, very, very cool song.
Very nice on the taxonomy there.
Yeah.
Very good.
There we
Very
go.
impressive.
Learning
Cheers,
every
dog.
day.
We're learning every day. I want to go straight back to some spiritual awakening type stuff. Tom, you had some questions?
Yeah, the third eye awakening. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, we're on the cam. You're about to go into it. Yeah, just opened right up and heaps of colours, interdimensional beings. No, you're on the meditation camp. You're doing how much meditation per day?
Yeah, so you'd start at 5:30 and it'd change. Could be nature energy, go down to the Gunga, could be on the roof, it could be in front of candles, in music, silence, could be a bit of a mix. And you'd go to about 10:30, have a little small break.
5 hours straight.
5 hours, yeah. Just of all different types of meditations.
Have you got any, is your phone with you?
No, nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, just yourself, and there was about 6 others in this group.
And are you? This is going to be a hyper-specific question, but are you allowed to have a coffee in the morning?
Yeah, so it's quite interesting you ask that, because it's the whole of Rishikesh, they kind of encourage you to be very clean. So it's like alcohol-free, vegetarian, vegan, no caffeine.
Yep.
I stuck to the having caffeine.
Yeah.
The first two was all good.
But yeah, I actually had no alcohol while I was there, but and went full vegetarian, well, a full vegan diet, I think it was. So a full cleanse, yeah. And you can obviously get all that stuff there, yeah.
And you got a break at 10:30, an hour and a half.
Break,
midday.
about an hour and a half back on in the afternoon, and you have like a small little siesta break, and then all the way to 8:30 in the evening. Yeah.
Wowee.
And it was super cool. Like, you'd go down to the Gunga with like the candles and the lights, or just sitting with a group, creating noise by clapping or dancing on the rooftops. Yeah,
how was time moving
cool
for you there? Like Tom touched on just earlier about, when he's playing well, the time's gone. How was the first day compared to the last day for you?
Oh, it's just like a complete flow state. It's my energy and happiness was just out of this world. I think, like, I look back
compared to the first day.
Yeah, just to the first day, I feel like I was probably struggling to express emotion, or I was exhausted from work. So I think, just the fact that I was energized by it all.
Did you know what your ailments are, let's say exhaustion or feeling negative, before you went on, or was it a process of throughout that first day or two sort of retrospectively being like, oh, I've been absolutely exhausted at work?
Yeah. It was a bit like that. It's what actually brought it out, I think, was the silence. We had to have 3 days of silence, 3 days silence. So no talking, not to anyone in the room, and you're literally sitting with your own self, which was a really crazy experience. But it was like probably one of the best things I've done.
And this just sounds so crazy. 10 hours of meditation a day down in Indian rivers. Was there any change in your experience? Right. So we have spoken a little bit about, with Gov actually, the difference between intellectual intelligence or intuitive intelligence. And especially in the sort of more Eastern traditions, they're very specific with dividing these intelligences. Your heart has an intelligence, your gut's got one, your head's got one. And where in Western society or culture, we don't really look at those things to be separate. You're smart or you're not. Where there's actually different types. Was there any change in the way you experienced things? Colours, sounds, anything, visions, what?
Yeah, I think it was, for me, it was obviously that mind-body connection. So just connecting more to breath and understanding how that influences movement, I suppose. That was probably the big connection piece that I had. But I did have a bit of an open, which sounds a bit woo-woo, but I
What's woo-woo?
just sounds a little bit off.
Nah,
off
that's
center.
we're
I've never
We like
really
woo-woo,
been
we like
like I've never really experienced like or known anything about chakras or anything like that.
Yep.
And obviously there's the third eye energy, there's the crown chakra and all that. And
Can you quickly explain what the third eye energy is and what the crown chakra is?
well, there's I don't
show you.
Yeah,
Super
it's like the
Saiyan
heart
Goons
chakra.
right there. You got to get that.
There's seven
edited.
chakras.
So
That's
Yep.
I'm not no guru on this, but there's 7 chakras.
Yep.
And they're just kind of like energy centers, or you could like I suppose pitch them like cranks in your
Yep.
body, and they all kind of integrate. I'll leave it there and leave it to the gurus on that. But after meditating for a while, I started just feeling like this magnetic force, like on my third eye. And I was weirded out by it to the point that I actually, like, after a while, I thought
You
it
were
was the
pulling yourself
Swami.
out?
Yeah, I thought it was the Swami with his hand on my head, like
Because your eyes are closed.
Yeah, because my eyes were closed, and I thought he was like touching my third eye, and it was just energy just going through that space.
That
yeah.
and it's a warping kind of
Yeah,
feeling.
you know how like that
did you
magnetic
distinguish
kind
it
of
as magnetic?
and it just felt warm and like full like.
Did you talk to someone about it? At the
Yeah,
camp
yeah.
afterwards?
Well, I was in silence when it happened, so I had to wait
within
a
the
few.
3 days.
Yeah,
I had to wait 46 hours.
I was like, yeah, I need to talk to someone about this. Yeah, but it was 2 days later that I could like tell someone about it. Or ask
Did anyone
someone about
else
it.
have a similar feeling within the camp?
Yeah, there had been a few people that had a lot of these dudes from Berlin. Obviously, like they really get
They were
into
detoxing,
they
yeah.
really get into their meditation, and he could really open up all these chakras. So his heart chakra, which obviously I have trouble opening, but like my heart chakra
A little bit rusty,
and my
the old
crown
heart
chakra.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was lots of chakras, but yeah.
Did they describe what the heart chakra feeling was like?
Yeah, it was just like this expansive feeling of warmth and love in your chest.
The
Need to
best
get that.
feeling there is. How
Yeah.
good's that?
Yeah.
Like the feeling where you're living in divine unity with Krishna.
literally.
That you got nowhere else to be. That we're all connected.
Literally, yeah.
But in
So-
all seriousness, that from our discussions before, right? That's a real feeling. That's a real thing that happens where you're like, hang on,
yeah,
I'm connected to the air around me, which is connected to you, and we're actually, you zoom out far enough, we're all
Yeah.
one thing.
yeah. It's I actually went to this like spiritual leader guru who was in Perth just a few weeks ago, and he delved deep into the theory of that we're all just like vibrations, and which I think delves into music really. So it's the rhythm of music, and I feel like that's pretty much us. We are music.
You've done
Yeah.
it again, Goons. You've done it again. Play the tracks.
Tom said you were going to be the best guest, and you very much are. I reckon let's jump into a couple of songs, take us some places, and then we'll be right back.